We are back another morning. We have returned. Good morning, folks. I'm a little grubby this morning. It's time to shave the stuff, but you got a nugget this big. Shaving it can take a minute, and I'm pretty darn busy. So, where are we going here? Let's see who's with us. Sean is with us. All right. I'm calling it today's creature a Bullawugga. Kind of riffing on a what's it called? On the Bullawuggas from D&D. So continuing our D&D monster manual, a trip through this very large collection of creatures. I'm kind of I may take a break from it for a couple days at some point, because boy does it. We're well into the bees, which is great. So, but you're talking about probably between 200 and 300 different creatures, and so eventually I think I want to go through and edit some of these videos, have edited versions of them, where we do like a highlight reel of each one. It's about 5 minutes long, and then that way you can just have a big playlist of like sculpting through all that stuff. But yeah, I'm notorious for taking on really big jobs like this. So, yeah, is what it is. I'm ambitious, so I like to take on big tasks, and I don't know, it just seemed like a good thing. Seemed like an interesting idea, and a good way to give myself, a daily sort of art prompt. So let's jump on into this. Really want to make sure I stay tight on my time today. So let's hop on over into the mighty Zed. Oh, I did not sleep well, guys. So I'm just gonna rub it off. I'll probably run into some coffee at some point. We're already down a bunch, but the cup be dry. So I believe I had my music bed up while I was talking. Hope that didn't sound like utter garbage. So Sean in the chat can let me know if it sounded like crap. Yeah, I said music was a little loud. So anyway, well, flying by the seat of my pants here. Let's go on into Zed, and since this is a humanoid creature, I don't know. I do actually kind of like doing stuff just straight off the rip with nothing there. So let's go ahead and grab a Z-sphere. I'm going to toss this out here like so. Turn on my symmetry. And I do like starting from an armature. So it doesn't even have to be much of one. It's just something to help get some proportions started. So I want to do a thumb and 3 fingers on this fella. There we go. Do a thumb and 3 fingers on this guy. Pull these out like this. And yesterday was a weird day, guys. So a little bit of a funky headspace today. Got word last night of a death in the family, and it's kind of, I think it's one of those things that as you get older, you're going to see more of it. So, I don't know, man. Like I said, puts me in a weird headspace, and right now I feel like I just need to do some artwork, make some stuff, try and get, just kind of parse this all out. Alright. Love my creatures, you know. My creatures never fail me. Creatures in my imagination are always there. Alright, I'm gonna add something here for his big old flappy feet I'm gonna put on this fellow. I don't think I'm gonna go real deep into adding his the digits there. So really just wanted something to get the ball rolling. Alright. Darn it. There we go. Let's make that adaptive skin. And append it. Okay, so there we have this quick little skin pulled together. And then from there, I'm going to Dynamesh that. That's a bit much resolution for that. Ooh, and that's a bit too little. Okay, let's go ahead and do an inflate on everything there. Dynamesh it at about 64. Perfect. Perfect. Good place to be at. Alright, so now I'm going to turn off my polyframe and turn on sculptress mode and just brush over it a little bit so we get it. It does, triangulates it, but I mean, it's already a Dynamesh. It's already in Dynamesh mode there, so it's not really good topology at all. It's fine, because that's not really the point of Dynamesh or Sculptress. So there, we're going to flatten the hand out a little bit, like that. Smooth some of these parts back. I think this guy is going to go super fast. And one of the things I'm noticing as I push on this and have these, doing these morning videos is the time frame on them that I'm trying to keep and I'm trying to stay committed to keeps me at least trying to lock myself into, being able to say, okay, I'm going to do this much work in this much time. And it's helping me to kind of gauge in mind, like what I'm doing, how much time I'm spending on a given area, when I need to peel off of it so that I can get, closer to something, appropriate for the time frame. And that's a skill in and of itself, the time management part of stuff. I tend to be pretty good about that, but then I'll go through these phases where I just, will allow myself. Usually it's when I'm like exploring something, pushing into something new business-wise or whatever, and then it's like I get into this thing where I really kind of lose track of time because I'm learning something or something's gotten really interesting to me. So this is actually a really good exercise doing these morning sketches like this. to help me kind of rein that stuff in. So it kind of puts me in a mindset too to think like right now I'm building this volume super quick, and I'm just thinking about it's like, yeah, this is the best way to build that volume out. Whereas I might in other moments sit and kind of flounder around with it with one technique or another and go, oh no, I know this is solid, this is going to get me there, it's going to get me what I need, yada yada yada. Let's make these kind of bend out a little bit. Thinner and shorter like that. There we go. And then there we go. Oh Lord. Yeah. So well, I'm gonna come back and get my snake hook brush back in here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ooh. All right, let's think about some structure here. Rib cage. And I know the head on this guy needs to be shorter than that. And then I want to go like that. Pull some shape out. Pull some more shape out. Yeah. And give him a little booty. Big old chin coming down into the body right here. Getting him all froggy. Hey, Tassos is here. What up, Tassos? Just hop over into the Discord, man. I kind of want to see if there's a way I can stream Probably is whether I can grab the audio from the Discord. So if you guys wanted to actually like be live with me in there, we could do that. That'd be kind of cool. Okay. Now let's feel like I've got some good volumes packed on here, so now we can start to cut. Maybe just add a little bit more right here. Oh, nice. You guys probably can't hear it, but I can hear a hawk out back. I think it's a hawk. I know we have hawks and eagles around here, and every once in a while you can hear one hunting, or you hear them screech at something. And like, you know, it's like if you've never heard it before, it's kind of a scary sound, but it's super cool. Bulb these toes out a little bit. A little froggier looking. Okay. And here we go. Good stuff. Actually get pretty far along with the shape on these. It's pretty quick on that. Okay. Use that. Here. Anything in the chat? All right. Oh, cool. I like seeing you guys talk amongst yourselves. That's cool. Mm. Just kind of guiding the thrust of that stuff right there. Head's gonna need a little reshaping going on here. Just use some smoothing to let that work its way back down to about where I think it should be. Okay. Yes, forgive me if I'm a little quiet this morning. I'm actually just enjoying this. I needed this. God, I needed this. A long day yesterday. Probably some long days to come for me. And, just kind of letting my work do its thing. Okay. Where are we heading to now? Broad strokes, folks. Broad strokes. Alright, let's drop a couple spheres in here. Up there with those. Put them off. And then I'm going to come back in around here and start pulling some volume around them. There we go. Bring that head crest down. Flab that up a little bit. That's looking froggier. Getting some wrinkles and stuff in the back of the head here. Work on the shape a little bit. I need to really refine that mouth shape a little bit. Kind of deceiving myself a little bit there with some of how that was flowing out of him. Okay. Oh, I can hear Mr. Heisenberg. Sounds like somebody waking up. Those who don't know, Mr. Heisenberg is one of my two dogs. There's Mr. Heisenberg and Mr. Toki. There we go. You can hear his little roof back in there. Back in the back of the house. Pretty funny. Okay. Kind of a fun character to play around with here. How we doing on time? Oh, cool. Yeah, we're doing well on time today. That's nice. That's real nice. There we go. Feel pretty good about that. Oh, I think I want to pull that neck a little bit more here. Blend that down into him a little bit more. I want it to feel like it could balloon out quite a bit. I usually do things with the mouth open in my concepts, but on this guy, I'm going to keep it closed. Okay. A little bit for that. Smooth that back out. That inflate, I gotta increase that a little bit. Inflate is not a brush that really works all that well with sculptress mode, so I'm going to turn that back off for a second. Let's see what we get if we dynamesh this guy again right now. And you know what? I'm going to make a duplicate of those eye spheres and set it to negative. And then set this to positive, merge down. After I'm going to dynamesh it again first, because you have to make sure it's dynameshed first or it'll be stupid. So, go up. Okay, no visible resolution loss. I'm going to merge down. Okay. Solo. Now there we go. Run the dynamesh again and we'll scoop those eyes out of there. Just a nice way to make sure you've got pockets there for the eyes to sit in. And get into some details and things here. The really fun part. Back here, find some of this a little bit. Like where that's going. Okay. A little bit more back in here. Yeah, I like that. It's a good spot for that. little wrinklage going on around the elbows, since frogs have kind of a rubbery sort of quality to them. Okay. And we have not addressed these hands yet. So let's look at those. I may end up, I definitely am going to end up cutting off these fingers and doing a single finger and inserting it. So, go to a smaller brush and smooth over this, and that'll, because it's sculptress mode, it'll give me a little more resolution to work with. Okay. And I'll just kind of myself a landmark there for a knuckle, some sinews, and another knuckle right here. And another. Okay. Do some smoothing right there. Defining a space here for this fingernail. Let's go back to my H polish brush, turn off smoothing, and we will back in here and flatten some of that out. Let's come up under here too, and I want to flatten some of these masses out here. And then let's come back in, Sculptress and my trusty damn standard. And we're going to start getting some definition in some of this area right here. Okay. I'm not going to get too overboard with the details on that because of the constraints of time and it's early in the sculpt. So I'm going to try to keep it loose. Very, very loose. And then, can't see, but joining me off camera is the lovely Janice. Good morning to my honey over there. Good times, good times. All right. Smooth this stuff down, polish this. Then I'm going to create a poly group. Would you like to join us over here, darling? She hates being on camera, so I like poke at her. No. All right. Can I get you give me some coffee? Awesome. That she will do. She is awesome. Good deal. That's what every artist needs. Somebody who will get that coffee for them so they just keep pounding it. You sweetheart. Alright, just made a group out of that. I'm going to do an extrusion on it a couple times. Smooth that back a little bit. Take a move brush and kind of refine the shape a little bit more. Alright. Then from there, got a mask, so I'm going to extrude it and then push that back in like that. Blur that a little bit. Oh, thank you, darling. It works. She was looking at me funny. I've been trying to wean myself off using so much sweetener in my coffee. Just trying to like alter my own taste so that like I really don't eat much sugar. I try not to eat much sugar. Try to keep sugar out of my diet as much as I can. But I feel like that'll be an easier thing to do if I can train myself to not want the sweetness as much. So, there's a whole lot of diabetes in my family. And I would like for that to pass me by. So, you know, little personal development, little personal training there. That's all. Make some alterations so I can stick around for a while longer. Y'all ain't done with me yet. All right, a little more volume back into that finger, and I think, oh man, don't like that. Don't like it. See, this is what ends up eating the time. Yeah, see, now my time's starting to encroach on me. What always ends up eating the time is when I allow myself to get bogged down in the distracting little details like that. Very easy to get hyper focused on that stuff. Alright, now let's go in here and take a slice curve. And first off, I want to make sure that I have some relatively solid groups going on. Come on, expand it. Expand it. Now contract it. Contract it. Alright. There's that. That's going to allow me to have better control over some things here. So, this guy right here, I'm just going to do like this. Boom. Boom. Now. Alright. Let's hide those. Oh, look which one he's got up now. That's how I feel most days. That's definitely my salute right there. Okay. So, now we have that, I'm going to turn off my symmetry. And let's see where it go. I think it goes like this. I don't know. Let's go in here and do create insert mesh, do a new. I'm going to drag here to see how it comes out. That's fine, I can work with that, I think. I don't know, let's try it from a different angle. The angle that you create an insert mesh from does have a bearing on things, so let's try it there. Yeah, that's better. I want it to go in. I want it to pull out from the base right here. Okay, so let's grab a slice curve. And you know what? Let's go ahead and do this too. Get rid of that and that. And we're going to do mask lasso for all of that. Some edge loops around it. Okay. So now, let's take this guy right here, and I'm going to cut right there. Okay. That's funny. Zbrush likes for you to work from the right-hand side, but I like working from the left, so that's why I oftentimes will hit mirror, so it just flips everything, and then I'll do a mirror and weld. I don't know why I like working from the left like that either. I don't think it's normal. Okay. And oh, mirror and weld. There we go. So grab that stuff, and we're going to get rid of each of these groups. Delete hidden, and I'm going to close holes. All right, now that we have those holes closed, let's just go roughly the center of that hole. Pull finger out there with the insert mesh. Okay. All of that junk that comes up in there is just going to get smoothed over after it dynameshes back together, so not a big deal. There is one, and I'm going to go ahead and bend that down a little bit too. one. Now, two. Keep hearing something popping in the kitchen. I'm on a coffee pot. Weird. Huh. Well, if we catch on fire, I'll let you guys know. Okay, and let's put one more finger in here. That's going to be for the thumb. Roughly about there. I'll make that a little wider. Pull it in. I'm going to turn it down just a bit. Okay, and thicken it up. Alright, and then let's just move some of this stuff around to close some of the gap there anyway. Alright, now then, mirror and weld, and Dynamesh. A little more resolution than that. It's a bit too much. That's like 3.5 million right there. Still want those to hold up better than that. Okay, 3.5 million, I guess it is. I don't know. Let's see. Dynamesh is something you play around with a bit. Man, it just wants to go to 3.5 million like all the time on that. Okay, 2 million. We'll work with that. Put some holes up. I'm gonna lose some of my details there, but that's okay. That's part of it. Really wish I'd gotten a better angle on that thumb. Let's see if we can fix that a little bit. Okay. Add some volume in there on the hand. Okay. I am digging that. Oh, I lost my little eye holes right there. Can always get those back. Those are pretty easy to get back. Alright, now I'm going to take a large move brush and do just a little bit of proportion editing. then the torso and the legs. I'm gonna spread that stuff out a little bit. I do want to get, I like having those eye sockets in there. So let's just get those back. Still dynameshing. Good. There we go. Got those back. How are we doing on time? 10:05 exactly. Nice, 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 nice. Really like that. So, just as a last minute thing here before I close this up, I'm gonna take not that much of this guy. Okay. Now let's grab a lasso and throw a little masking on there. Then I'm going to extract that. That's a bit too much. Do it this way. That. And then I want to Z-remesh that down to, that's fine. Just about don't care. Just want a lower resolution. Okay. Then I'm going to extrude polygroup all. There, we get a little extrusion on that. Then I'm going to dynamesh that. That's a bit much. Okay. And then from there, I really like this mesh splat. I'm going to up the intensity, see if I can get them. Should make it thicker. Okay. And what I'm going for here is just some ratty, tattered stuff hanging off. Okay. Just keep doing that. Building up that splatter mesh. It's really kind of cool being able to just sling that random rough stuff. Okay. Now then, I'm going to come back over that with a little hatching noise here, like this, just so we get some kind of a clothing sort of thing going on him, just for concept's sake. Cool. And we can call that a day. I feel pretty good about that for an hour's work from nothing to that. I feel really good about that. That's nice. That's a good way to start the day. Good way to start the day. Let's get a quick turntable on it. I like that. Could get a topology on that guy really easily and turn him into something to go to miniatures, other stuff very, very easily from here. That's cool. That's very cool. All right, let's how are we doing over in the chat? Bullawugga, wugga, wugga, wugga. Yeah. All right. So that is going to conclude this morning's stream. Let's leave him up for just a second so I get something good for a thumbnail. And maybe a quick render. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining me. As always, it is appreciated. Oh, let's sit up straight here. It is appreciated. Another morning down, another creature down, the Bullawugga. So, I am out. Remember, as always, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, head to 6s1.com, and sign up for the newsletter. Until tomorrow, peace out, y'all.